All right. What's going on, everybody? Ken's Corner is back after we missed a week, so I apologize. Things were just kind of crazy, scheduling conflicts. But honestly, I had to take care of my relative. I had to take care of my brother, so thank God that he's doing better. I love you, Eric. Glad to see you back up on your feet, and I'll be getting back with you and talking with you soon. But want to make sure, first, welcome everybody. So very rarely do you get a chance to interview and talk to somebody who you look up to a certain extent, even though that you are older than them. So right now I'm sitting with none other than a good friend. I know them for going on 8 years. No,
yeah,
8 years. Gregory Alexander, co-founder. So he got multiple streams of income. And so when I ask these questions, this brother's I'm gonna show you why I say I look up to him. So he has K&M Home Defense LLC. He has Midwest 5-star Bullies, where he breeds dogs. We're gonna look at these beautiful dogs. He's a personal trainer. He's a bodybuilder. Like, he does everything. And so, yeah, see, as you can tell, I haven't been seeing him right. But we'll talk about that later. But yeah, so first and foremost, Greg, glad to be here. Good to have you.
Oh yeah, man.
So first, just tell everybody a little bit about yourself, man.
All right, well, my name is Greg. I'm natively from Detroit, Michigan. What brought me to Ohio was Central State University. You know, go Marauders. That's one of all our loves. With the school, graduated in 2013. Business administration and management, minor in hospitality. So right off the bat, I always wanted to do something I love doing that'll give me a good feeling. So that was like the first thing that I always went for, just something that'll, give me a good feeling. So hospitality was one of the first things I got into. I'm a people person, so it made the foundation great for, owning businesses and doing business, and took me a long way. So, yeah, that's a little bit about myself, and, just always stay open-minded and hospitable, and, just loving people, man.
All right, so let's get into the first business. K&M. What was the vision?
Yeah.
Talk me through what brought about K&M.
All right, so K&M Home Defense is it originated actually with two of my other friends. You got Marcus Pearl, shout out to Marcus, and Kincaid. So it was two of them at first, and they were already doing it or whatever, and here I come a little bit later, and I really got into it. But what really drove that home was my brother was killed in 2011. A lot of people don't know that. So, rest in peace, Elton Brown III, Detroit, Michigan. And I always thought to myself, man, if he wasn't ever in a position where he could have protected himself, he possibly could have. So when Marcus and Kincaid brought me the idea of, not only getting into guns, but eventually becoming a CCW instructor, I think my drive and my passion for it, pushed me further into it, and now I've been state to state. I've been most cities. I go to inner cities all over Ohio. I've been to Detroit. I've been to Texas. I've been a lot of places and taught classes, and especially our people. I usually cater to our people because the legal use of force we know nothing about. It's not something you can learn in high school. It's not something you can learn in college. And the first thing a lot of us do is go pick up guns, but it's a legal measure you could take to get it done, and that's what I'm gonna bring to your doorstep.
So I can attest to that. So I am official, I'm legal. I got my CCW through Brother Gregory, came to our church, taught members of our church, because again, like you said, we have to be in a position to take care of ourselves. And so one of the first lessons he taught us was, this is the last thing you want to use. Yeah. And so it's about respecting the firearm. So I'm glad you touched briefly on that, but could you expound a little bit more as far as our people, as far as the lack of knowledge when it comes to home defense? Like, what are some of the, if you could give me like one or two misconceptions that we think about when we think about CCW, home defense, if you have to use deadly force, could you just enlighten the customers about that?
Well, you know what, I do like to talk about the fact that, people say, what will you do if somebody break into your house? Well, first off, if somebody break into your house, you do not leave the room that you're in to go find them, all right? So the first thing that you really want to do is get to a safe place, and you want to guard that safe location, all right? You never go out of that room unless you and your loved ones or your family members are in areas where you can't reach them, all right? So instructors, what we like to use is called the Shark Tank analogy. We have to ask ourselves, what would it take for us to jump in the Shark Tank? All right, think about it like this. What if I had a $100,000 Audemars Piguet on my wrist, right? And we all go to SeaWorld. Mm-hmm. You know, we go see the sharks. I say, hey, look at the Shark Tank. Let's go over there, good? Mm-hmm. I go over to the Shark Tank and a $100,000 watch falls in the Shark Tank. Do you feel like you're going to jump in there and get it? Ask yourself, are you jumping in there and getting it? Probably not. So what you're probably going to do is call the Shark Tank, the pool boy. Mm-hmm. Hey, go and get my watch, all right? However, what if your son fell in there? All right, so now you will be thinking about jumping in there, getting him out, then save your own life. So that's just to exercise the defense over people versus property. So, you know, don't be so material and worry about things that can be replaced. Only you put yourself in danger for the lives of others, all right? So that's a good thing you want to use, the Shark Tank analogy.
And so that's one of the great things I loved about the course. So as you can see, like he has the materials set out. He didn't just talk us through the material. He used those real world examples. Another one he taught was each bullet comes with a lawyer attached to it. Like little nuggets like that.
Yeah.
Told us about, you know, always being on alert, orange, being on level orange. Like those are just different things that I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know about that. I thought I was gonna get, I'm gonna be able to check myself. It was like, nah, you know, it was more responsibility with it, and with that responsibility, you're not so quick to want to pull a gun out or anything. So I really appreciate him for doing that. So you're doing the home self, you know, defense thing. So if you hear some noise in the background, you're gonna get to next. So breeding dogs, man. How did you get on that one?
All right, so you know, to segue perfectly from this on into my dogs, you know, like, yeah, we all can have firearms and everything like that, but you know, when we talk about firearms, we talk about things like situational awareness and being aware of what's around. You know, half of you know, protecting yourself is, you know, preparing and things like that. So the dogs that I breed they're just, you know, perfect for the situation. They're gonna let me know when people are in front of my house or knocking on the door, and they just provide that, you know, that extra level of protection as far as being in condition yellow, which you're always aware of your surroundings and you are
yellow.
Where threats
I say orange, yellow. It is yellow. So I want to be an orange, yellow. I forgot.
Yeah, but yeah. So
I need a refreshing course.
So other than that, you know, as a kid, I always grew up around dogs. I always wanted to, you know, be a breeder, but you know, I didn't have the parents that was really willing to, you know, let me do that. And I understand that. But after I got out of college, I wanted to do it still. I still had that passion and that drive, and you know, I found a breed that was perfect for me. That is the American Bully. Yeah, so that's another thing me and Marcus put together. We did that about 3 years ago. I think we started that in 2016. Yeah, so he brought the idea to me. I always wanted to do it. Fell in love with the dogs, and now, man, we started with one dog. We went on the road, got it from Mississippi, and now we got 6 dogs. Probably valued around like $30,000 all together. And Good could tell you, man. I remember telling him, like, man, I got this dog I want to show you. Remember that? We was out at Starbucks or something like that. I don't know. I'm like, man, and you know, she just got out the car, and you know, he know me, and I know he probably think like, man, ain't no telling where you gonna go with this. And look now, you know, 3 years later, man, we got beautiful things going on, and you know, that is what it is. But the bottom level to this thing is the common denominator would be just passion and like love. Like I said from the get-go, I always like to do things that make me happy, and you know, these things do. You know, changing the community and following my dreams. I can do it until it's all over.
Before we look at these beautiful dogs, that's the next segue I want to go into. Is what would you tell someone as far as what inspirational things you could tell somebody as far as if they want to be an entrepreneur or follow their dreams? What would you tell them?
Yeah, well, when it comes to entrepreneurship, first thing you have to do is conquer yourself. You know, truth of the matter is, you're not going to get a business loan. You're not going to have a whole bunch of banks and people trying to give you money for you to prosper. On the other side of it, you can get a college loan. So you can get $100,000 in college loans for some random reason. All right. So what you need to do is conquer your own self, control your spending. You know, don't get into these materialistic battles. You know, I did it first. I got out of school in 2013. I went and bought a 2012 two-door Nissan Coupe. Where is it now? It's gone. I sold it. All right, so why would you pay more for a car than you have to pay for a house, you know? So don't get too materialistic. Really count your money, and that'll give you a little bit more purchasing power to even start these things. And start small and just work, you know? And have it passion-driven. Don't be focused on the money, you know?
What were some of the pitfalls that you experienced, and what would you warn other people to stay away from in starting their own business?
I would definitely say don't try to do everything yourself. Don't be scared to use your resources. Call people that you know that's good in certain areas. I've called your wife, who's filming me right now. I've called her to do my websites, and hey, I probably could figure it out, but hey, I got other things I can do. So definitely reach out, use your resources. Don't stop studying. But yeah, so one pitfall would be that I know I did wrong. I tried to do everything myself. But when you find yourself marketing, teaching, buying all the supplies, doing your taxes, when you find yourself doing everything, it's gonna wear you down, and you get real stressed out, and it's kind of hard.
So hopefully everybody is understanding a trend that I'm helping rewrite the narrative that family and friends can't do business together. So the story that he's talking about, one of the quick stories I'm going to brag on him about, when we were doing the meeting to set up his LLC. Now here he is again, he reached out for help for us. But in that time, I was kind of down and out about my own business. So while we're helping him, he's helping me as far as inspiration, as far as doing those different things. So we want to just change the narrative, especially in the African American community, that family and friends can work together. Oh, man, you can make money together. You can encourage one another so that everybody can eat and everybody can go out here and win. So that's one of the things I love about him. He was sending me inspirational videos, the Will Smith video jumping out the way, like that is the type of guy this guy is. And so I'm so happy to be able to get his business out there even further. So like I said, he's traveling all over the state. I know he probably hit every city in the state, I know for a fact. And other places. So if you was gonna give, before we transition to the dog, if there was just something that you speaking to somebody who may be down on themselves, man, what words of inspiration or wisdom, what kind of uplift would you give them?
Yeah, I would just like to say, first thing first is just humble yourself. Don't feel the need to spend money fitting in. Spend your money where your passions are, and find the passion first off. And follow it. Don't give it up just because it's not cool or it's something that's not around at the time. And don't give up. Even when you see things getting hard and you see things not working out, and just stay in there. And another thing, when you start a business, don't ask people if they would help or if they would be interested in it. Mm-hmm. I see so many posts on Facebook like, I'm going to start a blog on this. Would y'all watch it? I mean, because at the end of the day, you're looking for like some you're looking for some help or gratitude. Like, no, just follow your own self. Yeah. So that's the thing. And like I said, I sent him a video. Will Smith was talking about on the other side of fear is just pure bliss. You know what I'm saying? So I've definitely quit a corporate job. I work for Premier Health downtown. And I must not only not enough money, but I mustered up enough faith in myself to leave out of that cubicle life, and I never look back. I have a job now, but at the end of the day, I have enough money and thought to I'm freed already. So yeah, when you break yourself from that, you pretty much got it, but got a long way to go.
I told you dropped the gems and jewels, and that's funny that you said that because I did that a little bit even with this. Yeah. Kind of put it out there like, if I did this, would you watch? Yeah. Like, no, man, I just got to do it.
Yeah. It comes from the heart. You know what I'm saying? I never asked anybody, hey, man, if I bred dogs, would you buy one? Nah, I don't care if what I create is from my mind. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I find it beautiful, and my woman finds it beautiful. Mm-hmm. Then we're already okay. You know what I'm saying? So just be responsible for your energy you put out and the business that you put out. Make sure they're honorable, right? And just keep moving. Yeah.
Well, we're going to transition to see these beautiful dogs. Now, if I ain't already had two myself, probably walk out of here with one. But let's go ahead and look at these beautiful dogs. You can describe to the people.
I'm going to bring one of them right here in the light so you can see.
Oh, you know what? I'll just let you look at this.
All right, so this is one of them. This is one of my females. This is Cash. This is actually one of my first females I ever had. Look at them, not me. And she don't have a collar on right now, so I can't really stack her up too much. But yeah, this is my first one. She came from Mississippi. She's got some Gotti in her, some Watchdog. It's a beautiful dog, man. This is my first one. She's never going anywhere. She's always gonna be here along with me. But yeah, this is her. All right. Beautiful dog. Blue and white coat, real pretty. All right, I'm gonna get her back. I'm gonna get her son though. All right, come on, Tiger. Come on. All right, this right here is a big boy right here. This is her son. He's real shy right now because he's only 10 months old. But this is Tyson. His dad is from Panama City, Florida. Up. Get that. Yeah. You know, he's not supposed to be on the carpet, so that's why he's kind of shy. But yeah, that right there is what I create, what I aim to create. That's just a big dog right there, man. Yeah, so this is, like I said, this is my passion right here. This is something I could die doing, you know, breeding dogs and making sure they get to homes that are beautiful and just a nice thing to do, you know. But yeah, that's him.
Now, what's his name? You said Tyson?
Yeah, his name is Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, okay. Well.
But yeah, I call him Tyson for short, Mr. Ohio. So y'all will see him soon, but I haven't really brought him out because he has a lot of growing to do, and this is the one that's going to like take me to the next level right here. Huge dog. Beautiful temperament too.
He's a beautiful dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad probably use some of my tax use some of my tax money on Tyson. My dog will be mad, so I'll get up.
Oh, you ain't got to stand here.
All right. Well, hey, well, there you have it, man. This is, you know.
Oh yeah.
This is a beautiful thing. Just being in the company of these great people, man. Surrounded by greatness. So this is next week. Follow me again next week. You never know where I'm gonna pop up. Ken's Corner. So we had some technical difficulties on the podcast. So the podcast should be launched and ready by next Sunday. That's my goal. There was some technical issues on my end, but the episodes, I have episodes already recorded. Just looking to upload. And then by Friday, I'll have a bigger announcement to the website and everything that is ready to go. But I'm not saying anything until Friday, the next one, because I want to launch everything at the same time. So this is Ken's Corner. Thank you so much for following me. Thank you so much for supporting me. And again, this is the Black Business Tour. Every Friday, Black Friday, we are supporting African American business owners and entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Peace.
See y'all later.